that button and say hello and welcome everybody. This is a run. It is a shadow run, and if you are listening to this, you already knew that. And
can you shoot a link into the chat?
Yes, I will do that right now as I turn off the sound on my own Twitch so I don't listen to myself 3 seconds after the fact. Alright. Check there's there.
Let's see if that works.
And there. And then...
Perfect, I'm hosting you.
Awesome. And now pièce de résistance, I spam RunnerHub with it. Get that sweet, sweet link karma.
Yep. And we wanted to...
Bam. Okay.
See...
Alright, now that we have that all working and stuff, I'll move that over. So, a Muppet Run is... this is a term that I give to my runs that are primarily for people who have not played Shadowrun, who have a new character, or in general, I do not have any restrictions on who I take. I aim for people who I've never run before. I call everybody a Muppet until they have proven themselves
not to be a Muppet?
To be a Shadowrunner or a Muppet. These runs will generally be very low impact. They are going to be low opposition. These runs are entirely what you make of them, and if you get a Muppet Flare, it means that you have finished the run that I have put forward to you, and depending on what you've done, you may get a Muppet name, or you may get a flare that reflects something cool, or maybe not so cool, that you did during the run. Everything has a double meaning.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
And this is, if you're asking where you get flares, this is how you get flares. You run with Oz.
What the fuck is a flare?
A flare on Reddit.
On subreddit. Yeah, on the Reddit.
I don't know how Reddit works.
Well, you might find out.
Yes, exactly. So
basically, like how Patty has Sacrificial Bowl right now next to his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a flare.
Yeah, that's a flare, and he got that flare because he
did something stupid.
Yeah, he killed Banjo, which was.
Oh shit! If you get a flare for doing something stupid, I'm gonna have like 20.
I know some of his have. Like I think when he counter-strike the Colossus, he got a flare.
Yeah.
Right?
There are some players who will continually do silly or awesome things, and so you'll see their flares change like every week. It can be pretty crazy.
I know I have one per game thing to do. I got a shotgun shot into my nice suit on my last run. I wanted to first ask, do I need to get that fixed, and is it just the standard refitting cost?
Yes and yes.
Okay, so 10% of the suit cost, correct? Do I pull anything for that?
Let's see. Per the house rules. Oh, let me pull up the house rules and double check.
Oh yeah, because we have special things for repairing, don't we?
Right, and so in order to make repairing things fun and easy, and most of all cheap, because that can get super expensive.
No, I have a Decker. I learned how expensive that can get.
Yeah, all right.
I'm super happy to hear that was the lower of the two.
So, let's see. So you only have to pay a fee to have the repairs done. There is no roll. They don't have to make a test. And...
my suit cost $2,400.
Cost $2,400.
And got a shotgun blast, so I don't know how much damage that is.
Well,
it's on like a deck or something. It doesn't have like boxes.
Right. So if you got a shotgun blast, let us go ahead and say that it was 4 boxes of damage. So that's going to be 10%. I believe it's or whatever is cheaper.
Does it take time to learn a new technique in a martial art?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
How long are we talking?
Martial art techniques is 2 weeks. 1 week if you have a trainer.
Which is why trainers are awesome.
Yeah.
How do you determine how much time you have down between runs? Is it like real time?
Yeah, it's real time.
Okay, never mind then.
It's real days.
And you can retroactively do it. So, like, if you have like a week between now and your next run on that character, you can just say, "Hey, in that time, I learned this martial art with the karma I have."
Right. Let's go ahead and call it. If the suit costs 2,400 yen, it'll cost you 250 to repair it, and it will be a full thing. And what was the last time you ran?
It's been like a week, I think.
Okay, so yeah, your suit's ready to go. You can pick it up from the dry cleaner.
Yup. Cool. I need to grab a notebook, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Guess I'll just bank my 5 karma because I don't really know what I can use it for. You can just convert it straight to money whenever you want, right?
No. You can only do the karma to money conversion at the end of a run, and it can only be the karma that you gained on that run up to 5 karma to 10,000 yen.
Okay.
Can you do it the other way, by the way?
Yes, you can. Same rules. It is 2,000 per point of karma.
Because I've heard people call it working for the people, and it sounds like you're not working for the people if you do
Right,
that.
you are actually working for the man.
Ah, that's how that works.
Yes.
And I had to use all the karma I got on my last one to pay people off.
Yes.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to work for the man a little bit to pay off my debt.
I mean, I am the man.
Indeed. So...
Yeah, I was amazed I didn't get flair for that.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually read the AR, and I didn't see there was a stream for it, so I wasn't able to sit in and see.
I'm gonna upload the stream. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, hopefully later today.
Cool beans. I would like
so you'll see it pass by Hubkeep on at some point.
Okay.
Oh wait, I might have recorded that one. It may have been the one I didn't record.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Right. There were 2 1d6s rolled from pocket aces. Why is that?
That was, I opened up the dice roller and hit D6 and it just sort of rolled it.
Okay, no problem.
I was opening up the dice roller though. Need to buy a gun.
Okay, you need to buy a gun. What gun are you going to buy?
Defense T250 short barrel.
Ah, yes, the Defiance T250. Alright, that is 450 yen at 4R. Are you going to try and get it yourself, or are you going to use one of your contacts?
I have a Bruce Kincaid coupon to use.
Okay. A Bruce Kincaid coupon. We can do that.
Okay.
Four extra dice when attempting to buy a restricted weapon. Cool. Alright, roll your dicey and we'll roll the 4 dice and you'll probably get your gun, but... Bam. Alright, so you know in the future, when Bruce Kincaid is doing that thing, because I have the rules here, I'll pick those up, his connection is 4, his loyalty is 2, which means normally for things he would roll 10 dice, but because of the house specials, he would actually be rolling 14 dice and not just 4. But since you have exceeded the number of successes, you're going to get the gun that you want, and it is available readily.
Cool.
So you have your Defiance T250 short barrel.
Thank you.
Are there any other purchases that need to be made?
Yeah, I would like to get a morphing license plate for my bike. Something I forgot on Cargen.
A morphing license plate. Alright.
Which almost bit me in the ass on my last one.
Alright, morphing license plate is 8 forbidden with a 1,000 yen cost, and are you going to try and get that yourself or go through a contact?
fixer, I guess.
Yep, Fixer would be able to do it. What is Fixer's connection and loyalty?
4-3.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 dice, and I will roll the 8 dice against.
Whoops, not what I want. Uh, 11, you said?
Yes. Oh! Oh!
God damn it.
Apparently there is
Goddamn.
a street race in town on a 60-mile long runway, and they have taken all the morphing license plates because they're being chased by the police as we speak.
Bastards.
Indeed.
Oh well.
Okay. Any other purchases or things of that sort?
A few
Well,
burner
one more.
comics.
Sorry.
Need to buy a fake license for a gun.
Okay, what is the rating on your SIN?
Rating 3.
Rating 3. Okay. Where's my... There it is. Okay, that's going to be 9F, and it's going to be 600 New Yen. Who are you using to roll for it?
My fixer 2-5.
2-5, alright. So it's going to be 9 dice against 9 dice. So go ahead and roll that 96. Very not bad.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
less than
shit.
5, not
No,
greater.
that's.
Well, dang.
Oops.
So with 2 successes, now it seems that the Department of Fish and Game, or the ATF for the UCAS, is busy with whatever holidays. Columbus Day is coming up. So they all decided to go deer hunting. Oh, yes, the one other thing that I neglected to mention is that when you play at my table, my dice are inherently unfair.
Makes it fun, right?
It does. It makes it so much fun for me.
I like the challenge.
Kiki-Mori.
All right.
So if I want to, if I want to buy something as common as like a metal link or 2, then I wouldn't need to roll for that, right?
Nope, would not need to roll for it. A metal ink is so cheap and ubiquitous that you can go walk into a stuffer shack and buy one with no questions asked. It is the
Probably just get one off a homeless person too.
Why buy one when I could just steal one?
Well, more. I'm just saying, like, legitimately, like, hey, bro, I want to buy your cell phone. It's like, you can give me market value for it? Yes. Here you go.
pretty
But
much.
yes, legitimately, you can get it too. Most people don't want to ask questions about something so cheap.
Yes.
Alright, so I just got 2 more metal links.
Okay. All right. If there is nothing else, we can go ahead and get started.
I'm good.
All right. So one other thing I will mention is that as close to the hour on the hour as I can make it, we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute break. That also lets me pause the stream and cut this up into manageable chunks. And afterwards, then I can upload it to the RunnerHub YouTube channel. So, per the listing that I listed on whatever day that I listed this on, which is apparently 4 days ago, your fixture had a message for each of you that said that he's got an asshole Johnson who needs a team to retrieve a thing, which should not be too tough. After you sent your acceptances to your fixers, you were then given the address to a dockside bar in Tacoma, and you were to meet with Johnson at 6 p.m. How are you going to get to Tacoma, and what are you, what you wearing, what you doing, what you look like? Let us start with the first person to my right, which is Rope Spike.
Before I go, do I know if there's a dress code in this bar, or is it one of those bar that I can just drive through with an armored jacket or something?
Do you have... Well, you know what? Roll your etiquette skill.
Give me a second. Etiquette. That is 5 dice.
And in this case, we are rolling an active skill as a knowledge skill.
1 success.
Alright, 1 success. You are fairly certain that in Tacoma, for this bar, there's really no dress code, so you could probably get by with an armor jacket, no problem. Pretty much everybody who's anybody is going to have an armor jacket because they're so cheap and it's such balanced protection.
Alright, I'll drive using my van and wear my armored jacket.
Alright, and where are you coming from?
I think I live in Bellevue.
Live in Bellevue, okay. If you could roll me your edge dice, because you will have to go through a checkpoint. Okay, 4 successes. You aren't even looked at twice when you drive your van through the checkpoint, and you will be able to arrive at the very latest on time.
Alrighty.
The Calm. What would you like to do? How would you like to get there? And where are you coming from?
What's the security rating at the bars at?
Security rating of the bar is at is C.
See. Okay, and where would a medium lifestyle be?
A medium lifestyle would be in a B zone.
Okay,
Or
so
C zone even.
I think I probably live up in Everett.
In Everett, okay.
Yeah, like near Meadowdale, I guess.
Alright.
And
Go ahead.
I'll be just wearing my my lined coat, nice clothes underneath it. Well, not nice, but like medium lifestyle level clothes.
Okay.
And be on my Mirage.
Okie dokie. Take a quick look at something here. Alright, awesome. So you are not going to pass through a checkpoint to get through there, since you can just take I-5 straight down to Tacoma. You will be able to get there on time, no problem.
I mean, I'm aiming to get there like 15, 20 minutes early.
Okay, you can certainly do that.
Cool.
I'm going to guess KZ is next. And if you could change your name and roll 20 to match your character.
Yes. Sorry.
No problem.
New table.
Uh-huh, I completely understand.
Cool.
Alright, so, KZ, how are you going to go ahead and get to Tacoma? Where are you coming from? What you wearing?
So I'm coming from... Oh, where is it? I just found it. Kings Gate up in West Redmond, just next to Bellevue. I'm wearing my Crimson Sky suit, but I have on my... probably while I'm driving my motorcycle, I'm wearing my armor jacket.
Okay.
And I'm driving a Scorpion.
A Scorpion, okay. Because Redmond is a war zone,
Yep.
you will be going through a checkpoint, so roll me your edge,
Yep.
please.
And I'm also a troll, so...
Yes, you are driving while compromised. I should make it a -2, but that would just be mean.
Well, luckily I actually have edge on this character, so I can actually do these things. Let me double check match, yes.
Very nice, very nice. So, against all odds, you get some looks, but you don't get searched.
Luckily.
Indeedy, indeedy, indeedy. Pocket Aces, what are you doing?
I'll be driving my Growler from the Orc Underground. And I'll be wearing an armor jacket.
Oh,
Just
yes.
to clarify, no weapons.
Okay. You are coming up from the underground, which is downtown, so that's going to be no problem. And Synapse.
I'll be leaving from my apartment in Newcastle, which I think is southern part of Bellevue.
Okay.
Wearing explorer jumpsuit and helmet.
Alright. Since it is Bellevue, Bellevue means that it's going to be a checkpoint, and checkpoint means you get to roll edge.
Oh.
And if anybody listening to the stream is questioning why so many people are having to roll for checkpoints in Bellevue, it's because the RunnerHub has been very unkind to Bellevue in the past 13 months.
Where is Bellevue?
Bellevue is directly west.
Is that the place with all the fucking dots on the map?
It's like to the east of that.
That's downtown. Downtown has all the fucking
Oh, there it
dots.
is.
Yeah.
Bellevue's
Bellevue is
just
where
east.
all the rich people live, and as a result is where all of the bombings have happened. So I think we've had 5 mainstream bombings in Bellevue in the past year. So that
Holy
place is AAA security through the roof. Alright, so everybody's going to be able to get there on time or early. If you are early, if you want to case the joint, or let me know what you want to do.
Well, I arrive early. I park my motorcycle, lock it, and then go inside and get some drinks and
Okay.
some food.
Alright. Well,
And I just chill out.
as you walk in, you can see the place is a typical bar. There are neon signs on the walls. There are flat screen TVs showing various sports ball and combat biker and urban brawl matches, most of which seem to be reruns. Although there is some Major League Baseball being played since the playoffs are up, and it's 2 teams you don't care about because the Mariners did not make it to this World Series again this year.
Womp womp.
What is your lifestyle?
Medium.
Medium, alright. So, the pub fare is stuff that you're already used to, soy burgers, cheap beer, and you don't have to pay for it because it's folded into your lifestyle.
Cool.
The place, for the most part, is, it's fairly filled, because it would be just after happy hour coming into the dinner hour, so your food over is no different than what they're used to. And by about the time you start getting your food and you're into your second round of beers, the AR tags from your fixture light up, and you are informed that Johnson is in the building.
Cool. Like, just walking in, or...
As in, he has turned on his comlink to Johnson mode and sent a message to the fixer to share the contact details with the team.
Alright, cool. And I just grab my beer and I go wherever it tells me to go.
Alright. So, as everybody else is arriving about the same time, as they walk in, the AR tag lights up, and there is a large booth in the back where a surly-looking orc in a wrinkled actioneer business suit is sitting. This suit looks like it was picked off the rack at a Goodwill and is fitting on a gentleman who is very unused to wearing such finery. But he is kind of looking around, and he's got his own drink by his left hand as he's waiting for people to fill the booth that looks large enough to even seat trolls, which is generally a rare sight in restaurants.
Well, as soon as I enter and knowing this and having my fixer text me that, I'll find the seat and sit down.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Suppose I'll mosey on up to the table as well.
Okay.
Same for Synapse, seeing all the people head there and the guy looking to park at the table. He'll sit down and ask, Mr. Johnson, I presume?
And he'll look over the people who have gathered in front of him, and he'll nod once, and he'll say, yeah, that's me. I'm Johnson. You are the contractors that I asked for. So, I'll just go ahead and get right into it. I got an interest in a building in Snohomish, out near where them ag fields are, where they're growing soybeans and Drek. And this place, there's a thing in there that I want, and basically this apartment building, mostly abandoned Gusma squatters, maybe some dealers and crap living out of it, but there's this guy, right? Actual center, says he owns the place. I think he's full of crap, because I got the deed. But I need you guys to go in there and get me the important papers from that apartment, so I can go through them and prove in a court of law that the building's mine, so I can knock it down and sell it to the agribusiness. But you guys don't give a crap about that. Anyway, get me his important paper stuff. Don't kill this guy because he's a citizen, and then the cops come down and they already know that we're beefing. And
Beefing over turf.
damn right. And for doing this, I need you to, or you told you what I need you to do, but I'll pay you. I'll pay you $8,000 a head.
How much when the job's... Oh, wait, ahead?
Ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you meant in up front. I was confused. Where was this again?
It's in Snohomish.
Snohomish? Okay, so not downtown or anything.
Right.
Is it in the racist part of Snohomish?
It's so racist, yes.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Don't we have a troll in the party?
Yes, you do.
Awesome. Great, I love it. He's gonna stay in the van. Do we have any humans in the party?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's good, at least.
I've not seen a no human party yet.
It'll happen.
Yeah, no, it's they tend to be hard to come by. Human is pretty easy to make. That's why.
Yeah, and good.
All right. So Johnson has said that he will pay you guys 40,000 lump sum, or $8,000 a head, to go do this thing. How do you feel about that?
I will do, because now I assume no one else is coming to the table, I will try and set up a D&I link with everyone. I assume accepts all around.
Except
How dare you say it.
And then
What's up?
I will ask if anyone's better at talking than I am.
We don't have a single person who can talk to someone normally, do we?
Because if not, I'm going to start rolling dice, and this is going to get fun.
I'll be like, just take the money. There's no need to complicate things.
Yeah, no. That's not enough.
I mean, it's kind of light, but this
Well,
is also
so I wanna
kind of easy.
I'm going to ask the Johnson, first off. So I assume, you said don't kill him, but I assume pretty much every one of the squatters we're trying not to kill, right?
Hey, I mean, you can't you can't make an omelet without breaking into the tofu or whatever the crap they're using these days. But
Sure.
This guy especially, yeah, don't frag with that
He's
guy.
kind of profile.
Yeah.
A few bruises, fine.
Hey, I mean, he's old. He probably gets bruises when he's walking, but I'd best prefer if you didn't try to rough him up. He might have a weak ticker. I got nothing.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I know for many jobs, especially ones that involve any form of aggression, certain people maybe need to get bribed, certain people need to get, different types of ammunition, different specialty items that we don't really have on us normally. Any chance we can get any of that money up front?
Go ahead and roll your negotiation dice.
Cool. I'm going to spend edge on this.
Okay.
Pre-edge.
All right.
So that's 10 dice.
Holy shit.
4 successes. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad for a guy with 3 negotiations.
Yeah.
You have a lot of fucking edge, holy shit.
Yeah, I troll A, like.
So the Johnson kind of sits there and he strokes his chin. He's like, yeah, no, I got that. So I tell you what, and he kind of counts each of your heads. Like, all right, I can drop 10 grand up front. The other 30 is payable on when I get the papers.
Sure.
So 2 each.
Yeah,
And
and
then 6 when we're done.
2 each. There's 4 of us.
there's
Or am I
five.
done?
Oh, is there?
Oh, there's 5.
There's 5 of you.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
2 each.
Skype doesn't
2
show
each,
my
6 after we're done.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds
works.
like it'll help things speed along because I know some jobs can get sticky if you don't have everyone's a little slow getting started.
Yeah.
Is there a time frame we're looking at?
So,
Obviously sooner.
Yeah, sooner would be better than later. I mean, I'd like it done within a week. Any quicker, and hey, we all walk away happy because you get paid sooner, and I get what I want sooner, which means I can go to the courthouse sooner.
Yeah, and deal with them. So
Yeah.
cool.
And what sort of security are we expecting? Because I don't want to walk into another highly secured compound without pre-knowledge of it.
All right. So this is an apartment building in one of them places where knight errant don't go unless if you let's just say if you order a Dominion pizza and you call the cops saying that some guy shot another guy, you're gonna get the pizza well before the cops show up.
So it's like Thrasher's Corner, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Now there might be some pushers in the area. There's probably some squatters don't want to give up their squat. Probably nothing you guys haven't run into before.
Cool.
Yeah, we got all the big details.
I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else. I assume we have a direct address, correct? And this is just a surrounding area. I mean, obviously it's like squatters, but is there any, like, is it by itself? Is it a bunch of apartments next to each other?
So
is it the one more denser areas of homes?
The Johnson will tell you that this is basically like a 3-story apartment building.
Right.
It is probably the tallest in the area. There's still some like 2-story and 1-story brownstone type stuff in the area.
Right.
It's this little like itsy bitsy urban center in suburbia. Like it was trying to make it as its own little township, and then got encroached on by agribusiness.
Cool. Cool. And the paperwork. Is it physical paperwork or is it digital?
From what I know of this guy, it is probably both. More physical than Matrix-like. But
Cool.
if you guys find anything Matrix-like, let me know. I can pay you a bonus if you bring it back.
Cool. And we're just looking for deeds and stuff, right?
Deeds and stuff, yeah, and then whatever else important stuff that you find that helps me build that case, then it's good stuff.
I just want to make sure that if I'm grabbing a bunch of paperwork, I can figure out which one's which.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Cool. I assume we're gonna get contact information off of them.
Yeah, he gives you the link to a burner phone.
Cool.
Which it's surprisingly it is like the next number in the line of all of your burner phones, so it's very clear you all shop at the same place.
Well, I can't think of any other questions. Can you, gentlemen? By the way, are we all males?
No.
Well,
No? We have a female? Yes, female? Yes?
I believe the column is female, yes.
Yes, okay. The column, okay. Right, yeah, I remember that one now. Cool. I'll still say John.
Question.
Yes.
Do you have any information on the target's daily habits?
Well, I know he ain't got a car, so he's got to take rides everywhere. He goes into town at least once a week for groceries. He's going down, closer to closer to the checkpoint areas where there's actual stores and the good stuff for shacks, because heaven knows that they ain't got nothing local. They're in one of them, whatchamacallit, food deserts.
Yeah.
Now, way I figure he'd been living in this place for years. I ain't seen no news of no lady friends going in too often to do cleaning or nothing. He been on that disability for a long time, so I figure he just sits at home a lot and writes about how the government's taken over or some crap like that.
Right. No, there's no, like, he doesn't have, like, an entourage with him, right? The best we're gonna have is squatters in the apartment complex or some gangers fuck with us, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
Cool. Well,
Should be pretty easy.
yeah. Just a matter of finding it. Oh, so this is an apartment complex, right?
Yeah,
Do you know which one's his? At least residentially?
Let's see, and you see him pull out his crappy bed link, and he's flipping through it. He flicks an arrow out, and it's got the picture of the building, which looks run down as all hell.
Sure.
And then a picture of a human, older dude, looks like Santa Claus, like snow white beard, fully
Oh,
white hair.
Nice.
Fat as shit.
Oh yeah, and it says that he is in apartment 2452, which is second floor.
Okay. Cool. And he claims to own the whole place, right?
Yeah, he claims to
So
own.
he might have like a manager office or something elsewhere, but that's where he lives.
yeah, exactly.
Cool. Just want to make sure I'm not busting down every door in the place if I'm trying to find his place.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Well,
Well, she stands up. She says, "All right, well, we'll be back," and she leaves.
I'll do the same.
She grabs another drink for the road,
All right.
and yeah.
Cool.
So where
I'm-
in Snohomish is it? Like which part? Because I'm looking at the map right now and I want to have reference.
All right. Let me pull up the map myself so I can tell you more specifically.
Who knows? It may be right next to my house.
You live in that apartment complex? You're like, shit. No, you're medium. You're never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm in Perrinville, which is like within spitting distance of Snohomish,
Yeah.
and a C district in Snohomish, nonetheless.
It's pretty close to where I am, in theory. I'm going to ask everyone if anyone has a safe house that we can discuss things at, or if we should just kind of find somewhere else quiet to meet.
So the apartment itself is just north of Cathcart, near the Kerwanda golf course there, and it is butting up into the more open spaces near the river and stuff, where it starts going into like farmlands and stuff.
Cathcart, you said?
Yeah, Cathcart, north of Maltby, which is
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
right next to that big sea. Cool.
yeah, right next to the big C.
I thought you said north of the golf course. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No,
I thought you said Linwood Municipal Golf Course. I was like, oh shit, I can just go home.
no, that's the Kenwanda golf course.
Alright. Cool.
Cool.
Took by the train tracks.
Post this, the number one thing I want to do is trying to contact my fixer to get an idea of the gangs in the area.
All right.
And just, just like, hey, who do I need to be watching out for?
Okay.
As he knows the area more than me. So yeah, I'll call up my fixer Red.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your fixer's connection times 2 plus loyalty.
Cool. 5.
Okay. So with 3 successes, you call up Red. You do the small talk thing. He asks you how the meeting went. And
Well enough.
when you start asking about the area itself, I go, oh yeah. So that area, mostly local yokels, humanist types, those guys that you see. There's some First Nations guys that like to hang out there and deal. There's been a Go gang muscling in, not like Spike Wheels quality, but really low no-name stuff. Nothing but some ratty dirt bikes and maybe a beat-up jackrabbit. But no, they got some guys that like to try running drugs in and out of there, but most of that stuff's homegrown.
Right.
Hiding in all the ag business. So pretty much you're looking at if the gangs would be rating. First Nations I think is a rating 3 or a 4, but consider it basically.
And it's off their path, kind of too, right?
Right. They're just up there because there's some human supremacists who want to be left alone. They're like, oh yeah, those are our people. Sure, whatever.
Cool. Which means it's gonna be super fun for me up there then.
Probably, yeah.
As the troll. Cool. Thank you, Red.
I have a question to the
wear a
group.
hat to disguise your elfness.
Can any one of us astrally project?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think any of us are. Well, we might. I don't think any of us are magic users actually.
Don't we have an adept?
I'm an adept.
Yeah,
I'm an adept.
but you don't cast spells.
Nope.
Yeah, physical adepts can't just astrally project or even perceive
even with the
without
power.
the power.
Cool.
Do we have
Well,
any?
gentlemen?
Do we have a matrixer either?
Nope.
Cool. Okay.
I can
that
send
seems
in
pretty,
drones.
pretty
I have,
That's
straightforward.
actually a good
then.
idea. That's actually a really good idea in my opinion.
Yeah. Just send in the
Um,
fly spies. They'll get the documents.
Well, they'll at least allow us to scope out the area as we're driving up. Gentlemen, can you think of any more lead work you can think of? I called my fixer to double check gangs in the area. Can't really think of anything else as far as getting information about this place other than walking in.
If I have to call my fixer, can I just go on Google Maps and bring up a street view?
Yeah, you can do a matrix search and find that information.
Computer. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna call my fixer.
That's why I called my fixer.
And he's I think a 5'2".
Okay, so
I'm just gonna try and find out buildings, vantage points, line of sights.
all right. So roll connection times 2 plus loyalty.
12.
All right. So with 3 successes, your fixer is able to pull up some information on the area. Pretty much says that that place is kind of open. There's not a lot of tall things. The building in question is probably one of the tallest. The only way you're going to get any better is by getting on a water tower, and it's a little far away, maybe about a half click.
Oh, that's nothing.
There are plenty of trees and stuff around the buildings in an attempt to gentrify the area that kind of failed. So even at the vantage point, you're not going to have too good of a vantage point to the ground, but you'll at least be able to see major roads.
It's on the second floor. Look, could I, from say a water tower, see to the apartment, the windows and shit?
Until you're able to actually verify where the apartment is in the building.
I won't know for sure.
You won't know for sure.
Okay.
I want to do a Google search and see if this building has been in the news recently.
Okay, go ahead and roll your matrix search.
I'm not sure what that roll is.
That's going to be logic plus computer. If you do not have computer, then you would default logic at -1.
I have computer.
Okay.
Well,
Glad one of us does.
yeah, that's why I was like, oh, never mind. I'll
2
just tell my
successes.
Okay, so with 2 successes, you do a check, and there's really nothing about this building or even this area in the news. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff about some sort of zoning fight between Omni Logistics Ltd. And the quote-unquote owner of the building after there was some murky title issues when the land was purchased 2 years ago.
Which is probably what we're doing.
Can I look into further about that? I want to look more into this LTD Corp thingy.
Okay, you want to find out about Omni Logistics?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me another matrix search.
Alrighty. I will reroll failures.
Okay.
Should I just pre-edge this?
You can also extend a matrix search test.
You can.
That takes time, though.
Well, we're not on a time crunch. We haven't even started yet.
Okay.
Total
Exactly,
of
this
3
is likely.
successes.
All right. So with 3 successes, you do some research on Omni Logistics Corporation Ltd. It is a transport company that is based mostly out of Tacoma, although they have offices in major ports all up and down the West Coast. They are responsible for mostly the moving and warehousing of goods as they come off of the container ships at the harbors. So they've got bond warehouses, and they mostly have like a lot of trucks and stuff. They're probably a C-level corporation, nothing really serious. Although there's been some news in the trade circles that Omni Logistics is looking to expand their operation and do some more warehousing and perhaps contract manufacturing.
So they,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, so they're not a subsidiary.
They are not.
Oh, good. Good. Anyone else?
The only way I can think of is going and scouting out the area before we
Yeah,
actually
that was
go
my
in.
next step, is to drive up there, but I don't make sure anyone want to do some.
Before that, how much info can I get about the place from Mapsoft?
I mean, the Mapsoft isn't going to have like any information on it. It'll tell you how to get there, and it'll say you have arrived when you've arrived. But it's
Would it have like say a satellite view kind of Google Earth style, like just to see the area around it, or?
Yeah, and I mean you can look at
The
it.
fixer
and
kind of showed us that.
Yeah. It's actually it's basically the same picture that the Johnson showed you, except it doesn't have a picture of Santa Claus on it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, let's get going.
I'm gonna go home first and change out of my dress suit as we're going into low area and just wear more street clothes and an armor jacket,
Okay.
and then head up there to Snohomish.
Should we stick to one transport or go separately?
I'm taking my bike.
Yeah, I'll probably take my bike too. Because what's going to end up is I'm going to find a vantage point. You all are going to go in. I'll be providing overwatch, and I'll have my bike parked ready to make a getaway if I need.
I mean, if that's what you want to do. Cool. So that's what I'm doing, Oz.
Okay.
Someone's got a car. I'd rather ride than drive myself.
Yeah, I go home. I pack up my gun and my good armor into my body bag.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
If anyone has a car, I could leave my bike behind and go with the car, not to have too many vehicles going in.
Got
I
one
can drive
decent
you.
Van.
Can I catch a ride as well?
Yeah. But
Sweet.
that's the max I can fit because of my drones.
Well, good thing I took my bike. Do we want to take a break now, or do we want to start doing this in exposition?
You know what? Let's go ahead and take a quick break here so I can stop the thing, and then we will, in about 5 minutes, so right at 7 o'clock, or the whatever hour that you're on, go ahead and come back, and we'll pop the stream back up, and we'll get to the next phase.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks.
Cool.
Excellent, excellent. I'm going to go ahead and pause that recording.